So you wonder, how do you get your water? Well, one of the ways that we get our water is with a water filter. And if you look in this picture, you can see Ralph getting some water from a stream. This stream is not on our trip. It was on a backpacking trip that we did. But if you look in his hand, he's got this little red piece that sits in the water, and that kind of filters out all of the impurities. And there's also a filter in the pump, and there's this thing that you have to pump back and forth, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, to create the suction to bring the water into maybe our water bottles or our bladder that we take with us, or dromedary, which you'll see next, that we store our water in. It's important not to drink water right out of these streams and also out of the lake, because it does have icky bacteria that can get you sick. So we take good care with our water. You can also boil your water too. When we cook, we boil it as well, and that kills all that bacteria that can make you really sick or give you a tummy ache. So that's what we use, water filter. There are other ways you can do it, but this is what we use. Pump away, pump, 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 pump. It's a lot of work to get your water. This is the sink or the faucet. So hold on, I'll show you how it works. This is all filtered water from the lake. So watch this. All right. Oh, I don't want to waste it. So this is drinking water. And you use this primarily for drinking. We can boil our water for cooking, but most of the time we just use this for drinking. We can wash our faces, oopsie, with a bandana that we dip in the lake. So, or we can swim in the lake. How's that? Just no soap. That's it. I'm getting thirsty. So, just finished dinner. Tonight was ramen noodles with chicken. It was good. So you might be wondering, what happens with all the leftovers or garbage? Usually we try to eat everything we can bring, but tonight was just a little too much. So we have a garbage that we take in and out. It's called Pack In, Pack Out, and we do that at Avalon too. There's really no garbage cans out in the park, especially here in nature. There are no garbage cans, and we don't want to litter, because that's the worst thing, showing up to a beautiful site and finding other people's garbage. So let me just show you real quick our garbage. Ooh, so exciting. So this is the pot that we made the ramen noodles in, and a lot of it's in my tummy and in Ralph's tummy. There he is over there cleaning out his pot. Usually, believe it or not, we lick them clean, because there's no throwing the excess stuff out in the wilderness, because otherwise, you know what happens? The animals come, and it's not fair to feed them human food. So anyway, this is our leftovers. Oh yeah, baby, with some pine needles in it. We didn't eat that. And we're gonna pack it in and take it home, and definitely not eat it again. So that's how it goes. And then this is like our garbage in here, because we don't want to burn the plastic, so we have that, and whatever garbage is in there, so we'll carry that with us too. So that's how it works. Garbage in the wilderness. And it's also better to try to bring the least amount of stuff that creates garbage too. But sometimes you have a little garbage. Bye! If you think about it, we're camping in a place where animals live. This is their home. Could be chipmunks, could be squirrels, could be bears. So we kind of have to protect our food, because we really don't want to be feeding these animals human food, and we don't want them to get used to us being there and being a food supply. We want them to remain wild. So one of the things that we have is this bear canister that you'll see next. And it's actually designed so that bears cannot break into your food stash. It's been tested over and over, and they just can't seem to figure out how to open them up. So we hide this bear canister every night to protect our food. So we keep it safe. Okay, so that big orange bag over there, doot, doot, it's gonna take a ride, and then I'll tell you why. Wee-hoo! Anybody guess why it's taking a ride? There's Ralph pulling it up. He's gonna secure it to the tree. So now it's all the way up there, but why? Do you know? Well, there's no refrigerators here, right? And we didn't bring a cooler, we just bring a bag. And we keep all our supplies in both that bear canister I showed you, that black thing, and also up in this orange bag, anything that any critters might like to eat. So that way we don't have to worry about them coming to camp and getting into our stuff. So, this is what we do every night before we go to bed. Then, in the morning, Ralph takes it down.
Yep.
And then we eat. But tomorrow we're leaving, going home, back to civilization. All right, so day 3 out in the woods. I'm sure some of you wonder what happens when you have to go to the bathroom, because that does happen. So for those of you who are interested, watch it. And for those of you who really don't care, just fast forward. So if you have to go to the bathroom, certainly you can go pee in the woods, but on this island that I'm staying on, you have to be extra careful to take care, especially when you need to go, because we're right surrounded by water, and they happen to have a thing here called a privy, or I guess it's like a box that you can, this is kind of crooked, but I won't get too close to it, but I'll show you. This is where it is. Oop. And let's see. There you go. And that's about it, folks. No flushing, but there it is. So if you really wanted to know, that's the deal.